Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, in the previous lecture we discussed and studied the different method for the addition, for the subtraction, equal of vector and so on. So today we are going to study the most important part of the vector, which is called component of vector. This is much more useful in physics and other chapters, especially in the mechanical chapters or motion chapters, like the motion in 2 dimension, motion in 1 dimension, and so on. So this is very important part of the vector, or even we can say this is the much more useful part for the physics. Okay, first you know about vector, but what is the meaning of component? Component mean part. Okay, why we use component here, or what is the meaning of part here in vector? For example, if we have a single vector is given like this, this is vector C. So from this single vector we can find the two other part which is called the component of this vector. In daily life we can say like this is your classroom and this is library, but we need to there are different ways from your class to library. For example, I wanna go like this, but I divide this part also into different ways, like this part and this part. So we say that we divide this single path into two parts. So this is called component of vector. So in component of vector usually we use the coordinate system, like first I draw the coordinate system, you know better. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is minus x-axis, this is minus y-axis. So we put this vector in the coordinate system like that, and we see that how much angle is made with the base. So after this, if we put this vector in the coordinate system, so we can easily find the base and the perpendicular side, or we say that this side is called C of y and this side is C of x. So normally we say that this side and this side is equal, so we use this vector also like that. So this side is called C of y, or we can say this side is perpendicular, this side is base. So we made the two part of C vector, which is called C of y and C of x. Here also I mention vector A, like the base is A of x and the perpendicular is A of y, and also it made some theta which is not given, but after in the next page we will see that what is the meaning of this theta mean. Theta mean usually angle. Okay, so here again I said this one. So this is vector A, this is A of x side or base side, or this is A of y side. So we divide the single vector into two component. So also we can write this one, that this vector A is equal to A of x and A of y. Okay, and next we resolve the mean. For example, if this vector is given, if we have some value of this vector, let's suppose 10. So how can we find the perpendicular side and base side with the help of this vector and also with the help of this angle? So here we know that sine theta is equal to perpendicular side a of y, which is equal to a of y, divided by hypotenuse, which is equal to 10, sorry, which is equal to 10 or a. We can simple write here, like here I can write sine theta is equal to a of y side divided by hypotenuse. So multiplied both sides with a, like this one. So this a will be cancelled with a. So the remaining part is a of y, which is equal to a multiplied by sine theta. So we can find the perpendicular side by using this formula. If we find the base side, or if the value of a of x is unknown, so how can we find? Simple is that use this formula, cosine theta is equal to a of x divided by a. So also we can use the same procedure, multiplied both sides with a, this side and this side. So this a will cancel with a. So the remaining part a multiplied by cosine theta is equal to a of x. So we can also find the base with the help of this formula. So this is the part of this two vector. This is the part of a vector a of x and a of y, and we can use these two formula if the value of a of x and a of y is unknown. Okay, in next page we are going to discuss the magnitude and direction for the component of this vector. Like magnitude, usually to find the magnitude, we usually find the Pythagorean theorem. Like how, for example, this vector a is equal to, we already saw in the previous page, a of x plus a of y. If we use the Pythagorean theorem, so we take the square on both sides on all value, like a square, a of x square and a of y square. So if the value, or if I want to find the magnitude of vector a, so we take the square root on both sides, like this one, a of x square plus a of y square, taking the square root on both sides. So this square root will be cancelled with square root, and the remaining part is a of x square plus a of y square. So this formula, this is called magnitude of vector a. If in a question they ask to find the magnitude, so we can use this formula. The next one, direction. If they ask to find the direction of vectors, so which formula we will use for the direction of vector? Like normally we know that tangent theta is equal to perpendicular divided by base. So here this is the perpendicular a of y, and this is the base a of x. So what is the rule for the angle or theta? If we want to shift the theta from one place to another place, like here plus 1, or simple here is tangent theta. If I want to move the theta to this part, so this will be tan inverse. This is called tan inverse, and a of y divided by a of x. So whenever they ask the question to find the direction of vector, so we will use this formula. Theta is equal to tan inverse a of y divided by a of x. So this will give us the direction.